Namaskar, this is me Shesha. Last day we met and we did the climate chapter. Today we are going to proceed with the second chapter of our ICSE Class X Geography syllabus, that is soil. So we have all heard about soil. It's necessary for plants, it's necessary for crops. But have we really wondered what is exactly this soil? This soil is basically weathered rocks. In class 8, I remember that we studied about weathering and erosion. Now, these rocks, that is parent rocks, get weathered and ultimately crumble and form bits called soil. This soil is necessary for the survival of plants. This soil consists of a few things. What are they? Number 1, weathered rock. Number 2, nutrients. Weathered rock, that is the parent rock material from which the soil originates, and nutrients which help in the development of plants. Now, you can see a very beautiful looking diagram here, right? So, let me tell you what this is. It's called the soil profile. Remember, it's called the soil profile. So, what is the soil profile? It's basically the different layers of soil. There are 5 layers. Okay, this is surface soil. This is the soil on which these roots maybe come down here. This is the surface on which we built our houses. We have the trees. This is basically the Earth's surface. This is what? The Earth's surface, and hence the name surface soil. This is the topsoil. It's basically below the surface soil. When we hear about erosion, it is this topsoil which gets eroded. We have the subsoil, which is below this. We have something called regolith. Regolith is basically rocks, which is it's a bed of porous rocks. Okay, regoliths are porous rocks. And we have the bedrock. This is the lowest layer. This is very near to the Earth's core, like the interior of the Earth. Now, there are certain factors responsible for the formation of soil. So we have learned about soil. What is soil? Soil is the layer of loose mixture, small rock particles and rotting organic matter that covers most of the world's land surface. What? It is the loose mixture. Remember these words. Soil is the loose mixture of weathered rock particles, and you can call another name for nutrients is organic matter, because they are organic in nature. Organic matter. So, loose mixture of weathered rock particles and organic matter which covers most of the Earth's surface. This is the Earth. These are maybe the continents. Let's take it like this. Just an imaginary drawing, please. This is the continent. So this surface of the continent is covered with this soil. Now, there are some factors responsible. What are they? Relief. Relief means land features like mountain, plateau. They are all relief features. Climate is climate, of course, the weather conditions of a place. Time. It needs time to weather. The rocks need time to break down. Vegetation. The absence or presence of vegetation determines the formation of soil. Parent rock. The type of soil, the color of soil, the composition of soil all depends on this syllable, that is parent rock. Remember this diagram? This is just for reference, nothing else. Now we have the classification of soil. The classification of soil is basically of two types. Now, what are the types? This was the introduction of the chapter. I hope you understood what the definition of soil is and what are the factors responsible. Now, soil is majorly of two types. Number one being transported soil and number two being intensive soil. Intensive or in situ soil and transported or ex situ soil. Now, what do you mean by the term transport? It's moving from one place to another, right? Transport. Soil is majorly of two types. Transported and in situ. Or ex situ. Transported soil is basically that type of soil which is not formed at its place of origin. What do I mean by that? Suppose there's a rock which is in maybe the Ganga, the mouth of the Ganga, the starting point of the Ganga river, that is in Rudraprayag. Now, the soil that is formed is found in West Bengal. The mouth of the, if we draw a rough diagram of the map of India, I'm sorry, this is not the map, this, maybe this, and then we go on. Yep. So this is maybe the origin of, not so up. This is the origin of Ganga river. This is West Bengal. Now, how is this possible? The soil, the rock, weathers and then it's transported. Hence, it is called transported or ex situ soil, a soil which is not formed at its place of origin of the rock, the parent rock material. And in situ soil is wherever the rock is, there only the soil forms. That means, suppose the black soil that is formed in the Deccan Tract. It's called Deccan Tract because there used to be volcanic eruptions earlier there. So, the black soil which is formed in the Deccan Tract is formed from those lava rocks only. Those lava rocks were there in the Deccan Tract only. So, it's in situ soil. That is a type of soil which is formed at the place of its origin. Wherever the parent rock originates, that's where the soil forms. This is basically the division. Now, we have the types of soil based on the basis of their names. This is the place of origin. We have always heard of the alluvial soil. We've heard of the black soil. We've heard of the red soil, but we have not heard of. We have even heard of laterite soil, I think. So we'll go into those classifications next day. So now, just remember that soil is a loose mixture of weathered rock particles and organic matter. There are majorly 5 layers of soil: surface soil, topsoil, subsoil, regolith, and bedrock. Now, also remember the factors responsible, that is relief, climate, time, vegetation, parent rock material. These are the factors responsible for the formation of soil. And lastly, we have 2 types of soil on the basis of where they are formed: transported soil and in situ soil. Transported soil is not formed at its place of origin. In situ soil is formed at its place of origin. Meet you next day. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Hope you like this video and please comment if you have any doubts. Thank you.